Was LA somewhere you wanted to go?
LA was the last place on earth I'd ever want to go.
I think once I hit LA, they kind of reset the whole in shock, you're in America type of thing.
Oh my god.
Giles got this sick Airbnb.
Big house, big swimming pool, like more room than we could have needed.
It just gave us a chance to really relax.
What is life right now?
Oh Jesus. I don't even hold his cock. Salted plums and juice.
Wait, what are you trying?
Some salted plums and juice.
Ew, they look like blood clots.
Why would they put crick?
Yeah, I was trying that.
Crickets. There's a variety of arms and wings there
Oh,
as
it's
well.
got a big old tail on it.
Are you vegetarian?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that proper crunch.
What are they called?
Well, it's very salty.
Have you just eaten it?
He just put it in his...
Just ate it already?
It's just kind of crunchy, it doesn't have a taste.
Eric's not enjoying the salted plums.
It's just salt. Why would people do this to themselves?
Put your mouth a bit underneath, a bit. Ow! That's it.
Why
So
is
it's,
space
there we
on
go.
the table?
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Faster!
Three,
I want crickets.
1.
Half the crickets fell. There's one on
One
the
on the
floor.
floor.
There's a cricket on the floor.
Yummy.
Do you enjoy the crickets, Max?
Are they pretty standard?
No, it just tastes like terrible crisp.
We headed over to the Tempest Valley Gym.
LA is home to Tempest Free Running, who are one of the biggest players in the game. They have these incredible facilities.
For me, like 12-year-old Luke, at that point in my time, if anybody asked me, like, if I had like $1 million, what would I do? I would fly to LA and live in that gym. So going there was an incredible thing to do.
I'm young and reckless, bitch, I ain't got no mercy. Where the fuck was you at when the block was starving and thirsty? All metal front, bitch, I'm shining. Know your worth for your worthless. Bust the bed that you climb in. No metal for the pigs blue. No cheddar for the black and Zeus. Blink an eye or the messenger gone. Flip a pound and for me, I can go free. OG. Shout out to my OG. Got me feeling like an OG. Bitch, I'm blazing, face the flames. Trace the name, you know the game. Price of fame, let it rain. Say my name and let it rain. Horrible, you got the flame. Long range, the cops think they gon' stop tonight. The gang says we gon' ride tonight. Mama says don't go outside tonight, cause you might not make it out tonight. I said cops think they gon' stop tonight. The gang says we gon' ride tonight. Mama says don't go outside tonight, cause you might not make it out tonight. Fire from your heart burning, turn the stress into pieces. Independent state where we learn to blade on the neck of the preacher. Don't lie to me about my money and kept with the money. I'm a starving creature. I had a brave virtuous and chill down with the team that'll pound your face. Bring them shots at the spark the race. No time for rats, I'm in a danger trap. On another lap, better fix your face. Mad man, push, killer, nappy head, black nigga. Talk your practice for them wigs, never late. Switch your wig, rebirth inferno, burning black ghost. My brother Sherman, demons run on the concrete jungle. Leave it to me, I'ma be in the streets where the evils will be. I'm ahead of the pack, still killing the rats. No jobs for free, better run, get home before you ran. And the killing zone filled up with lead. Don't stop tonight, we might not make it out tonight.
You ready to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Your bag's not packed.
No.
Your bag's not packed.
No.
Don't lie to my face. Alright, get up and wait over here then.
What's going on here?
Max! Is your bag packed?
Yes.
Are your socks on?
Yes.
Is your shirt on?
Yes.
Do one! Come on, do something!
Much like places like New York, LA has cliche touristy places that I would never really recommend going to, but they're famous. They're places that you want to tick off the list, and as a first-time visitor to the city, you want to go to. So naturally, we had to go to Hollywood.
I'm stoked that you guys are here. All the content that you guys have been putting out has been keeping me fucking motivated lately. So thank you.
Hollywood was just full with tourism. It wasn't like as good as people say.
I think I was mainly interested in just seeing the Buster Keaton thing because I like a bit of Buster Keaton.
And there's a sense of desperation there that I've never felt in a first world country. I've been to countries like Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos, places where there is like a lot of poverty and there's a sense of desperation, like people are really out there like really trying to get money out of people. And that place is the only place I've been where you get that impression in a country that's meant to be one of the most affluent countries in the world.
Ice cold water, $1.
I don't really know how it happened.
Max was basically politely mugged.
I don't want this to seem like I'm some innocent idiot who got roped into paying this dude.
We were walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and there was a lot of rappers who were handing out their mixtapes, and Max got given one. He tried to walk away, and the guy asked for a little tip, and Max pulled out his wallet, gave him $20.
$20 for 2 CDs from a random man.
And we're now putting it on the car speaker.
You a puddle, I'm a pig. Simon says I'm the shit. I got the juice. Why I got the juice? That yellow polka. Why I got the juice? Why I got the juice? Why I got the juice?
Garbage. Actually, no, I feel bad because in case the person ever watches it, it was really good.
So being on the west coast on Santa Monica Beach made us realise we'd travelled the entire way across the US, from the west coast to the east coast.
You don't think of it that way actually when you're in the car. You don't realise how far you've travelled once you're there.
It was almost sad because we'd done all of this and it was coming to an end. This is such a big moment in my life, that maybe even like the best moment of my life, doing this whole tour.
Mr. Marcus!
I think when we got there, all everyone wanted to do was just hit the swing double off the bars.
Yeah, I just caught it like right on my fingertips. My hands are feeling fine as well.
A big rip. You fucked
up. I feel like a noob.
You almost degloved your hand.
Yeah,
I feel like a noob.
That's annoying. We're at the Tempest Free. Oh, George, I'm trying to talk to the camera. We're at the Tempest Free Running Academy out here, South Bay. About to do some training. I'm about to wreck George in a fight.
All over me.
What do you say, Giles? My head.
Oh my god.
Oh, we out here. Yeah, I think LA was really inspiring for me in terms of building a community, not necessarily a gym or a business, but building a community somewhere, because before I actually went, I thought they looked like they were for children and there's not really much going for them and it's just a business. And now I sort of look at it like, actually it does sort of, it helps to not just spread parkour as a thing, but also to get people moving together and talking together and just a general friendly community vibe, which I really enjoyed.
So we just got back to the van and this has happened.
Fuck's sake.
What do we do? I don't fucking know. Shit.